You are so much more than a certain individual ever expected you to be. They're actually mind blown over you and they can't even believe that someone like you exists. You may have just went through a level up of growth within yourself and that energy is speaking volumes. As a matter of fact, for each of the signs, we did have a collective message come through. So only take it if it aligns. But there was a message that the silence is deafening. So that may be in regards to a past family member, a friend, a coworker, someone from school, or a loving partner that you are no longer in communication with. Though I will have to see what comes up in the messages. Again, only take what is resonant for you. So here we go for our Scorpio Zodiacs. What are the messages that align? I just wanted to speak about the fact that each one of us has more than one zodiac sign. So if you are feeling the call, you may tune into the other zodiac signs that align for you. And when I speak about roles being reversed, I don't mean gender roles, though I mean if something is coming out in a reading and it feels as though it belongs to the other individual, then that is how you take the messages. Only take what is resonant and pertains to situation. The first message we have coming out is embrace your inner child. So, how can you be silly, lighthearted, and ready to just take on life like you were as you were a child? This may even indicate that there is inner child healing that is needed to take place for you. And you can embrace your inner child in a number of ways: singing, dancing, coloring, painting, doing things that you enjoy to do as a child, like riding bikes, sliding down a slide, swinging on swings, writing with chalk, blowing bubbles, kicking a ball. Like, there are so many ways that you can embrace your inner child. This may even indicate that currently there is not a balance between work and life. You may be consuming so much of yourself into work, and this may just be the reminder for you that, like, weekend vibes are here. It's time to, like, pull your eye so close from just that one hyper vigilant area of your life and allow for yourself to have fun again. So next we have trust fall. There may be somebody coming in that embraces your inner child, but either way, you are to have trust. Trust yourself, trust in the divine, trust in anything that comes up in your reality at this time. So now we have be intentful about what you want. So how can you be intentful about what it is that you want? Intentionally. When we are intentional and we put forth that intention, that is where our manifestations begin to cultivate. And that's a beautiful thing, right? Is to be intentful, because you don't want to receive things that are from lack or like a lower vibrational frequency. And you want to just be mindful as well. This may even indicate that there is somebody that is either in your energy field or will be coming back in from your childhood, and that you are supposed to trust that you and this person are supposed to realign and connect and be intentful about that. Okay, so do take the message as it resonates. Now we have moon phases. Right now we are in a retrograde season, and there are several different trines that are coming up that are causing instability. And it's best, I am saying this to every sign, to take life right now in bite-sized pieces because of the intensity that is circulating around. This may mean that during this time you may not connect or align with this person There are several different energy threads, so only take what pertains to your specific situation. So now we have color your life happy. You may be growing through or going through a quantum leap or refinement period, and after you grow through that, you will be able to color your life happy. Someone may want to bring the color into your life. Again, it may be that person from your childhood. So now we have retribution and divine justice. Ooh, so that means that maybe there was something that occurred between you and another individual that was unjust, unbalanced, unfair, and now your retribution and justice is on its way for you and to you. So just relax. All right, so now we do have, this is crazy because I never received this in any of the other readings. So you guys are on point and in alignment. Retrograde interference, it's best to wait. So if you are even considering coming into connection or alignment with somebody, right now is not the time. Right now is actually the time to lean in on embracing your inner child and that inner child healing, or whatever healing it is that you can provide for yourself. From our childhood, we experience trauma. Sometimes there are abandonment wounds, and just the jaded lens of perception due to ancestral generational cycles and things that have been taking place, like societal conditioning, which is actually elusive because a lot of the conditions do not hold any validity of truth at all. So now we have familial wounding, again with me speaking about the ancestral generational cycles and things that exist through there. This familial wounding is hitting hard around this time, and that may be why you are encouraged to embrace your inner child. And it may even be in regards to past connections that you've had with other individuals, like you are having that self-reflective inner standing or attempting to by removing that with which no longer serves, so that you can free yourself up and be able to fly. So now we have your perception of life is incredibly beautiful, and it is. It absolutely is. 1000%. I don't get that often, and I didn't get that for any other sign, but regardless, like irregardless to what has occurred in your past, you still allow for yourself to see things in the best, most integral light for yourself and in relationships, connections, partnerships, and in life. So now we have avoidant. You may be an avoidant. You may have avoidant tendencies, or someone may have been avoidant to you, and that is why or how abandonment wounds have come into your reality. Don't avoid the process of healing. It's unavoidable. You have to do it. You cannot bypass it. Nobody can. So, again, your family may have been a bunch of avoidance, and that may be where that familial wounding has been cultivated, and we end up having these cycles become the pattern, become the program, and that is what essentially runs our life, right? So if something hasn't been working, if it isn't working, or if you need to fine tune something, now is the time to do that. But also, like, not being so heavy in the healing, you still want to embrace the silliness, the funness, the lightheartedness, because you want to have that balance between work and life. And so it can't just be work, outside of yourself, work on yourself, and work as a spiritual servant. You have to really lean in on the inner standing of yourself. So now we have expect nothing and appreciate everything. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Remove any attachment to an expectation over an outcome. Remain true to yourself. So remain true to who it is that you are. Honor and trust the vision that you hold over yourself, your life, your connections, partnerships, and relationships. So I can actually get 3 more of the big cards down here. And I like to fill this up for all of the collectives. Hopefully there's not more than that comes out. So Spirit, I'm asking for specifically only to receive 3 messages aligned with this reading for, I knew it was going to happen, our Scorpio collective. It does every time for every one of the signs, and I'm a true reader, so this may just mean that there are less cards in the other deck that we go through. Zoom out to see the full picture. I spoke about that. You have your eye hypervigilantly focused on one area or walk of life, or even one area as far as love, or in terms of this connection. Now we have tables turn. When you zoom out and you see things as they honestly, truly are, then you allow for the universe to, in turn, guide you, and those tables are turning. It may even be from a quantum leap and the rebirth that we are all growing through currently, that the tables turn. Now we have celebrate now. So there is something that will be occurring for you to celebrate, but even celebrate every small win, celebrate everything that you can, whenever you can. Now we have why be moody when you can shake your booty. So that's a fun message to receive. And right now you may be feeling the, like I said, dense and intense energy. And instead of being pulled by that, allow for yourself to remain in that free-flowing, lighthearted, childlike energy. So now we do have twin flame or soulmate. So if you are connected with an individual currently, or what may be occurring is that this person coming in will be a twin flame or soulmate. Do not question that. Now we have patience. There is purpose and patience and purpose. Have patience with yourself, patience with this person, patience with the divine, patience overall. As we move through these heavy times, so now we have another country. This divine twin flame or soulmate, divine. Okay, so maybe this is a divine connection. Resides in a different country than you, or that may only align for some of you. Now we have lesson learned. So either this person was a lesson learned and you both have learned lessons from the challenge of this connection, or when you come back in, it will be a lesson learned. The person that is connected to you may be the avoidant, so that may just be the lesson learned altogether. Like, okay, well, I'm going to make sure that the person that I'm connecting to next time maybe is not in avoidant energy. So now we have you are the judge, jury, and prosecutor over your own life. That lesson learned, that may even indicate that there was somebody outside, like external to you or this other individual, that may have been attempting to pull you apart because they were avoiding expressing their true feelings towards one of you. Again, only take what applies. So now we have you impress every single one that you cross paths with. Your aura is magnetic. So you are that illumination of light within every area and walk of life. You are unconditionally loved. So there are no conditions. This person loves you for exactly who it is that you are, the essence of what you embody and illuminate, and even all of the things that you deem as insecurities or flaws. So now we have destined path. This is fated. Whoever this person is, again, with me saying divine, the divine twin flame or soulmate, that aligns there. Stay at your current job or career. So don't leave where you're at, because you're meant to be exactly where it is that you are. And maybe this person will be aligning with you there. To someone, you are priceless. And what I'm feeling is that they want to make timeless, priceless memories to last a lifetime together. Adventure awaits. So, adventure is calling, but you have to do some of this work that is required and find that level of balance between work and life. Remember, retribution and divine justice will be coming in for you in regards to this connection. But now we do have not in this lifetime. So maybe you are the one who is doing the work that is necessary and required, but the other person isn't. And if that is the case, you will be residing on two entirely different realms of frequency. Again, only claim what applies. Now we have seek peace and tranquility. So seek peace. You may be the peace for one another as well. And there may be a way that you are able to lovingly guide and connect with one another as being that light bearer and, worker and warrior in a certain way for one another. It may be that you are spiritually connected and you are helping each other evolve, expand, and ascend behind the scenes. So with this deck that I will be using, there are love messages, ages, physical features, zodiac signs, intimate messages, and even music lyric messages. So for our Scorpio, what aligns with this love reading? I'm kind of feeling all over the place when it comes to the feels and the emotions. So that may be how you are currently feeling, or someone else who's in your field. Okay, so now we have make room for the fruition of manifested desires and miracles, because they are on their way, and they will be when you work through and grow through what it is that you are being recommended to. Mind blown over you. So this person is completely mind blown. They are enamored and smitten as well, completely over the bullshit. Again, so when it comes to like this lesson learned, you're gonna have to take that as it applies and pertains for you, but completely over people external to you as well, completely over not receiving what it is that you wish to in terms of love and connection with partnership. So now we actually do have your sign here, Scorpio. So your time span is from October 23rd to November 21st. And when I speak about the 10 on the back of this card, that represents the month of October. So the 10 aligns in tarot with the energy of completion, finality, and manifestation. Your season may be the season that this manifested desire cultivates for you, because it's speaking about completion and finality in your month, in your time frame. But you may also be aligning with another Scorpio. So again, do take what applies. Now we have 5D to 12D. You have a connection to the angelic realms. That is pretty specific, significant, profound, and you are divine at all times. You are the light. No longer affected by the external voice and noise of those outside of you. Again, with the completely over the BS. Now we have 7-8 Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. The 7 embodies reflection, internal work, and perseverance in the tarot. The number 8 with action, movement, mastery, and personal power. So when you find yourself in this season, which will be coming next, you may be reflecting and doing that internal work. But by the time that August rolls around, you may be ready to take action, movement, be in your personal power and mastery. So that may be an aligning zodiac sign from a person, or again, the season or time span that these things take place for you. Now we have be happy. It drives people crazy. So that's pretty self-explanatory, but even just find that happiness, that joy, that fulfillment within yourself to be in that light, bright, upful, joyous, and childlike energy, because it comes from the inner well of ourselves. So now I'm going to ask specifically, can we get any ages or physical features, since we got some zodiac signs here? And for your collective, the zodiac signs came out pretty quickly, but for other signs, they didn't come out at all. So just speaking about that, this reading differs from any of the other signs that I have already done. These cards flew onto the floor, and this one says the divine already has the situation handled. It's gonna be okay. So relax. Remember what I said in the beginning, relax. The divine has your back at all times. It may be taking a little bit longer than what you have anticipated, but that doesn't mean that it is not going to cultivate or come into fruition. Now we do have when pigs fly. So again, this may align with somebody. This may not be the counterpart connection or relationship that is true. It might even be like a false twin flame, somebody that was only meant to be in your life for a certain amount of time for a certain reason. We do have seeking reassurance. So either you or this person is seeking reassurance currently in regards to this connection and each other. So I'm seeing this card on the top of the deck over here. It says, the divine has your back. Stop worrying. Full stop. So stop the worry altogether. On this card deck, dreams materialize. So your dreams are going to come into fruition. They're going to be cultivated. Everything happens by divine design and in divine time. Most especially when it is divinely fated. And if this is a period or state of separation that you have with one another, that also was a divine intervention, because there was still work that needed to be done behind the scenes for one or both of you. Okay. Now we have lyrics from a song. I'm going to try to sing it. Study my face frame, put me on the wall above the staircase, where you'll show me off. I'll be your peace, your A-R-T. So this is, ooh, and I'm getting goosebumps on that, a song lyric by Tyla. You may find more aligning lyrics in the song. It means that you are someone's masterful piece of art. They may look to you as their muse, but they want to study you, explore you, and get to know you on a soul deep level. So now we have remote viewing or spying. I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel as though it's a violation of privacy, unless you're like an archangel and you are intentionally looking into somebody to help them evolve, ascend, heal, grow in a certain regard. But typically I will have remote viewing that comes out like this, but there are even better remote viewing cards that speak about them wanting to come in to get to know you better and to love you the way that you deserve. This isn't one of them. They are remote viewing you to seek reassurance as to how you feel about them, and that's not necessarily always healthy. So now we have you're someone's favorite notification. Wow. Interesting. They like to hear from you. They like to see your name come across their screen, but they may be avoidant currently at this time, or you to open up the lines of communication fully. But we do have hearts united. So irregardless to a state of separation, that is perceived when it is a twin flame or soulmate, most especially one that is divinely fated, because you have that red thread of fate that continues to connect you soul to soul and heart to heart. We're going to see what else we can get here. What else, spirit guides? Ooh, that one went flying. Say I'm the one, because baby you're a 10, real and not pretend. This love is a real thing. This is a lyric too. I couldn't sing the whole thing through that. But yeah, this love is the real deal. If you were wondering if it is, it is. When pigs fly may indicate that people will not ever be able to pull you apart from each other ever again. And if there were people that were doing that, that is no longer going to be existent within this connection. But also, we have to be mindful of our self-reflection and awareness and where we are as far as our energetic signature and what we are emanating out into our relationships and the collective. What else? Ooh. What else for our Scorpio Zodiac signs? These cards are being a little funny with me. I don't know what's going on. Your future is predicted to be less happy and more bright. So that's for both of you. Whoever is connecting in here with you and aligning at this time. The medium to large build was one that wanted to come out, but it didn't. And sometimes I speak about that because it may be resonant for one or more of you here, though there have been times just recently that I spoke about it and then within the next shuffle it came out. So again, only take what applies. This stack of cards actually blew out onto the floor. The first one here says tall, fit, dark eyes, dark skin, dark hair, exotic, and mysterious. So that's either you or this person in your energy field. Now we have, why are you so obsessed with me? Mariah Carey. So Mariah or Carey may fit. This person may be in obsessive energy over you or you over them. Or again, it may be someone external to you that is keeping you stuck. Like, not stuck. I don't want to say stuck. Okay, so that is purposefully keeping you separate from one another. So now we have co-create with God and the divine. So make sure you are including your divine spirit team to assist you, and you will create what it is that you desire when you lean in on the highest integral divinity in yourself and the external well with your divine guidance team. So now we have energetically beneath you. This person may be energetically beneath you, but that's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling as though currently there are karmic energies that may be fueling your success and they are trying to pull on your energy field. But again, this person, if they were the avoidant, they may be energetically beneath you. And that just means that they have not grown through or overcome what this person that's energetically beneath you may be emotionally immature. And what that means is that you may have been growing while they were stuck in a cycle of repeat, like that they learned through their ancestral bloodline, maybe even an unhealthy pattern or habit of throwing themselves into work. And I know we all do that when we are avoidant, and it's not always cognitively aware. Like, we're not always aware that we are doing it. Sometimes it is a healthy outlet, sometimes it's not, when you can't find that equal balance between work and play. So be mindful of that. Now we have 2 steps backwards, 10 steps forwards. So that is either you or again this other individual who's in your energy field. Wow. Okay, I said this, I believe. If not, I'm about to say it now. By divine design, divine intervention, and or divine timing. So again, if anything is divinely fated, it's going to be filled with divine timing, by divine design, divine intervention that took place, divine counterparts, and again, co-creating with the divine. It's just like divine, 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 divine. So what that means to me is that this is a true partnership. What that means to me is that this is a true loving partnership, whether you are meant to reach and meet each other in this lifetime or not. But do remember to be intentional about what you want. It's about you. It's not about anyone else. You have lived long enough, like putting other people ahead of you and making sure that everybody else is happy and healthy and that they have what it is that they need. But it's your time to lean in on what it is that you know to be true for yourself, for your life, as far as partnerships, relationships, and connections. Open your heart and mind. You may have that gatekeeper up due to the fact that even maybe you have experienced a karmic avoidant in the past, and now you are unable to pull down that gatekeeper of walls that keeps you guarded. So we have explore the best case scenario. Everything is working out for you. Relax. How many times have I said that here in this reading? And I'm going to put this to the side. I think I might actually use that as what is the title of this reading. Now we have downplaying a situation, but you have the upper hand. So at all times, when you co-create with the divine, you will have the upper hand, and you are the light at all times. Be your real and true sovereign self. So step into the divinity of who it is that you are. Live in your autonomous sovereignty, and don't give a F about how that hits for anyone else. 15 more minutes. Depending on how many cards come out, sometimes I'll take it even longer. Leaving the overwhelm, knowing you can handle anything, is on the top of the deck here. I did get a card that came out. But again, with that quantum leap and even leaving these moon phases and retrograde time frame, you will be leaving the overwhelm. So right now, it's daunting, it's overwhelming, it's intense. Give yourself and others grace. Sexual frustration, sexual healing. Be sexually frustrated. I'm not going to say the word because I don't want to get banned or anything, but you may be feeling that. This other person may be feeling that as well. You may even be unaware that it is like an underlying frequency that is circulating behind the scenes for one or both of you. I can't wait to journey, study, and explore you, to get to know and love you better. So this message with the remote viewing message, even though it wasn't the one remote viewing message that had this message come through, together, these can align in that way. So I take back what I said about the remote viewing. They want to get to know you better so that they can love you correctly. And that's not always a bad thing, right? I mean, yes, they may be seeking reassurance or attempting to have a certain level of control over this connection, but control is an illusion as well. And we can't control anyone else. You know, you can't control their thoughts, their beliefs, how they perceive things. So now we have 9-10, Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. This may be the person that is pulling on your energy field and attempting to keep you and this other person separate. They may be aware of the fact that you may be the example of love for humanity, like the game changers. You may even be coming in to have a new beginning as far as a career. It may be an interconnected work, love, divine union. But again, that may only align for a few of you. So now the 9 represents fulfillment, near completion, and wisdom. The 10, completion, finality, and manifestation. So again, with the 10 aligning with your sign, Scorpio. So this season is coming up in the fall. You may be near completion again during that time frame, and then bang, when your season rolls around, or this time frame, your manifestation will come to cultivation, finality, and you will be complete in the healing that is necessary for yourself. You have unfair projections due to jaded perceptions from the lens of someone else's awareness. Again, with that Libra, or even this person, it may even be you who has a jaded perception about somebody else, because you may not know them fully. You may have just been in their life for a period or point in time. So you're feeling that. That's what I've been feeling. Like, this reading has been kind of wonky in that I feel my energy being pulled on in different ways. I dislike that card sometimes because it's like the projections can cause instability and chaos in a person's inner well of themselves individually, and they can cause interruption, disruption, and like elusiveness within regards to a connection, depending on how deeply this other person is involved. Rags to riches, luxury lifestyle. Someone wants to spoil you in more ways than one. So they want to spoil you in love, in spirituality, and the divinity of yourself. Plus, they also want to spoil you materially in gifting you things. Someone is about to reveal a confession, so get ready, because a confession may be on its way. Either it's you that is going to reveal a confession to someone else, or someone else that may be ready to reveal a confession to you. Don't make any rash decisions. Take your time and use discernment on what and who to trust. So that's coming in here strongly. Again, with these people that are karmic, or that you have known in the past that may still be in your energy field, be mindful of that, and be mindful even of this person and who you still have a bond with. So now we have large, extra large build. That may be you or this other individual. Again, only take what pertains to your specific situation. Now we have send me your location. Send me your location. Let's vibe on communication. I just need the time and space to come through. Okay, so that is a lyric by Khalid. I kind of sang it in a different manner, but they want to know where you're at. They want to reach and meet you where you're at physically. They may want to come in. They don't want to express how they feel, like maybe through text messages, speaking it to you over the phone. They may want to physically be in your direct vicinity before they reveal how it is that they feel, or you may be feeling that. Again, do take it as it applies. So now we have whispers of the past. Someone is heavy in this energy. Damn it. It's either, it gets me in my feels, because I'm feeling so much energy come through this reading. Someone from the past may be pulling on your energy, and they may be intercepting and interceding this, and you may have even been supposed to come in to alignment prior to now. I just want to see if we can get like maybe one or two of these bigger messages here for additional clarity for your sign, Scorpio. Just one or two, please. That's all we're taking. We're not taking any more, spirit guides. Please work with me to offer Scorpio. Ooh, hey! Oh my gosh, that was so cool how they flew out, and it was only two. So now we have intrigued, curious AF. You have this person intrigued, this person may have you intrigued. The intrigue is there. They are curious. They want to explore you, study you. They want to take you on an adventure. They want to adventure you. They even want to take a journey through your mind because they like your intellect. They love the way that you speak, your mannerisms, how you show up for yourself and others in spiritual service. Seek inner peace and tranquility. I thought I had this here in this reading. That might have been the last. But yeah, at this time, because of the heavy, dense energy that is intense and is circulating through, you are both being encouraged to lean in on peace and tranquility. So now what I will be doing is pulling letters and numbers that may align, and for my readings, they align in more than one way, not just as far as a first, middle, or last initial or name. So I will speak about, y'all, bear with me because I got more letters for your group and collective than I did for anyone else. And I do like to speak about sometimes how things may align, like what they may represent as they are set up here in this way. And then when I set them up again, I'm going to set them up differently to see if we can get different words. But we have Y, D, A, T, X, J, Y, P, W, K, A, and X. The TX may represent Texas. If you put the J, A, and Y, it would be J. PAW may represent paw, so there may be somebody that has an animal, like a dog or a cat, that has a paw. Day, so something may happen in a day or on a certain day. The X there, again, may represent that there's actually two X's. They may represent the fact that there are more than one X that is in either your energy field, your person's energy field, or both. Is a word. Yap, so somebody might like talk a lot. They may use wax, for removal of hair or to put on a car for work. I don't have the letter L here, but I do over in the other letters, ATL. So Atlanta may align as well. So now I'm going to go up here to these letters, PEG. So Peggy may be a name. We have the numbers 4, 8, 3, and 0. So somebody could be 48. They could have been born in 1984. They could be 43, 34. They could have been born in 83. They could be 38, 34, 43, if I didn't say that, 48. 40 as a number may align, so somebody may be the age 40 or 4. Or the months of March, April, and August, which we spoke about August pretty significantly towards the end of the reading. Now we have H, T, U, and V. For some reason I was thinking of King Tut. I don't know why at all that was coming in my mind, but HT or TH. We have HG. Greg may be a name of somebody. Whitney or Whitley. Hut, like Jabba the Hutt, but like somebody may do like a huddle for football or have a hut like outside of their home, or even it may represent a man cave, like someone's in their man cave and they're thinking about you, or woman cave. Even like WHUT, like what could represent something. All right, so now I'm jumping over here. We have H, G, 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 A, A, L, S, Q, L, and Q. I see gals spelled out. We have A, A for Archangel or Alcoholics Anonymous. The three G's, I always, when I see three G's in a row, for me, it represents give God grace. What else? So, gas. Somebody may be coming in on gas, like gassed up, ready to have this connection last. The two Q's may represent that there are two karmic exes that are queens that are involved in this energy field. Or, yeah, it may mean that you and another individual are a same sex relationship. Again, only take what applies. If you put all of the letters together, you get Q, U, E, and S. Like you can make that, or even, I think, yeah, quest. Quest or question. The AD that came out here could be for Adeline, 80. I want to come back down here. We could do JP or PJ. And these letters here, I apologize. I know you have not seen them yet, and I don't typically take this much time away. But the fact that all of these letters and numbers came out, again, I don't want to HP, so that could be for a computer. I don't even think that I will be getting any different variations. Once I show you them, you can assess and see if there's anything different for you. But even Watt, water, may align. Haley or Hal or Hall, Sal, Pal, wow, even though we don't have an O here, that may align with the zero. You could put W0W. Axe, like these X's may be axed from your energy. Oh, the AD, what I wanted to say was like the adventure that came through this reading. That may indicate the adventure that came through. Okay, so now I'm going to see if I can come up with anything else once I put them where they need to go. 50 Shades and Hues, tailor-made for you. Ooh, that song is so sexy. Keeps replaying in my mind. Remember, somebody is about to reveal a confession, so get ready, get ready. So as I'm cleaning up here, another K was flipped over. So KK, we even have KKW, isn't that? KKW, gosh. What is that? Kim Kardashian? What's KKW though? What's the W? If it's Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians, I don't remember, but KKW, that sounds familiar to me. Okay, so here are your letters and numbers. I did go over the numbers, but you can see them closer. 3408. The letters may represent a first, middle, or last initial or name, as well as city, state, country. You can see all of the different variables that I had spoke about when I began putting these things together. But tag, T-A-G. Someone may think tag, you're it. We did talk about Peggy. I saw Kat down here. So that could represent Katrina, Catherine, Katie. Even like when we got the Paul, that could mean that somebody has a cat. The D-A-J kind of reminded me of deja vu, but even AJ or DJ or JD or AD, like for the Addie that I had spoken about, Adeline, Adeline, 80, ADDIE. The PT up here may represent that somebody is a personal trainer or in the military and they have to do, what is it, PT training? The numbers, they could align with part of a phone number, an address, even a social security number if you know someone's social security number. Down here, the S, L, and H, I know it doesn't have the C, but like school was coming through for me there. The fact that there's two Y's and that this may be a perceived state of separation, you may both be asking yourself why that has occurred. I see all these little white things flying in the screen of my reading. I don't know what that is. PX, that's also a military reference of somewhere that you can buy things, I believe. YW, you're welcome. You could actually do day here, and you could use 3 days, 4 days, 8 days, that someone may come in with this communication. I'm trying to see if there's any states or city affiliations here. I did recognize that there was LA twice, so Los Angeles showed up here twice. G, the fact that all of these G's are here may even represent Georgia. But like, look how many G's. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 G's. That may even represent guys. I don't know what this little white thing is floating around because honestly, I don't see it. But look, I left behind a W. Oops. Yeah, I'm really not sure. And you, again, will know. Alla or AL for Al, Alabama, Aladdin if it fits. This is tripping me out with whatever white little things are flying around here. What is going on? Yeah. I'm really not sure what else could come through. KP or PK? Yeah. GQ was one that I had saw in the beginning and I wanted to make sure that I mentioned GQ. So somebody may be hot. They may be really like a GQ model. Okay, that is where I leave you with the letters and numbers. So as I was leaving your letters, I was feeling inaugural or annul. So there may be an annulment or you may go to an inaugural event. Thank you so much for joining me here on my only social media, YouTube at Sacred Love 8. If you are interested in contributing a tip or to receive a mini, personal, or extended reading, you may visit ko-fi.com/sacredlove. Comments have been muted due to trolls and spam, and I will never reach out to you. At the heart of the universe, love is the ultimate truth that transcends all boundaries. Thank you for joining me here.